Hey guys, my name is Colton File. Welcome to the Blue Collar Revolution podcast. Today we're going to be talking to Anthony, aka Ant Welding. Let's go check it out. Hi guys, welcome to the Blue Collar Revolution podcast. I got Anthony here with me today. So, what's your handle there, bud?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Ant Wells. Again, I'm gonna tell you how I got started in this trade. Pretty much, man. I had a sister that was working in the plants, and she was a security guard. And one day she texted me and said, "Hey, do you want to come work for this company over here?" And I just got out of high school. Whenever she told me that, I was kind of scared of the plants. I was like, okay, maybe. I mean, it's good money. I hear it's good money, you know.
Right.
So I said, yeah, go ahead. So she put my name in. I started with, I believe it was insulation, scaffold, and then it was a maintenance job. So we did everything pretty much. So I did that for maybe like a year, a year and a half. So I did that, and that's all I knew. You know what I mean? So like I
Right.
wanted to do that. It's pretty much I was trying to like be a insulator, but
Oh,
I got the call. I applied for Zachary, a piping company,
yeah.
and they called me back on the job, and they said, "Hey, I got an opportunity to be a pipe fitter helper." So I took the job, man, and it was in LaPorte, Texas. So I went to that job, and I was a pipe fitter helper. And when I got on the job, I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
new to me.
green.
Yeah.
Wet behind the
So
ears.
yeah, so I got to it, man, and I'm a good worker, so I was just working hard, and within 3 months, I got 3 raises, man. It was crazy.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so yeah, that's all I wanted to be is a pipe fitter now. So I was pushing, trying to get that next step, so I could move forward, man. And after that, I ended up getting laid off. The job was probably like a year. I ended up staying the whole time, but I got laid off at the end. And they put me on a different job in Sweeney, Texas, with the same company, Zachary.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, so but this one was a different position, man. It was actually a QC helper. So pretty much they put me in it was like a testing area for like welders. So welders
Yeah.
come in and we'll test them. So my main job was to cut the bevels, cut the pipe, bevel them up, get them ready for the welder. So I did everything. I did all that carbon. I did the stainless, and I had a little pallet I put all my coupons on, get them ready for the welder. And the QC name was Trent Oliver, man. And he told me, "Have you ever welded before?" And I said, "No, I never put on a hood or anything like that." And yeah, man, it was crazy. And he was like, "Here," he gave me his hood, and he was like, "Go watch that welder weld and tell me what you think." So I put that hood on, man, and I went to go watch that welder. And after that, man, everything changed, man.
That was all
Everything
you needed.
changed. Yeah, that's all I needed. I
Yeah.
seen that, man, and I fell in love.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same boat, I
Yeah.
was about like 14 years old. My granddad handed me a MIG gun, and once I started sticking iron together, I was, man, this is definitely what I want to
Yeah.
do.
Once
So,
you kind of see it, man, you kind of fall in love with it, and
right. Yeah.
it's the thing for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like most people, it's one of two ways. Either they're going to be a welder, or they never want to weld again in their life.
There you go.
It's kind of like getting a
Yeah,
tattoo. You can't have just.
yeah, yeah. So, man, once I did that, it took me. So he told me every time we got up at 5:30. So he said at 3:30, as long as I get my objectives done, like the piping, cut them all out, I could go in there and weld the rest of the time. So that's what I did, man. I did that for 3 months straight. That's all I focused was on structural. So
Yeah.
once I did that, the GF came out in the testing area and asked them, we need structural welders. So I told him, I was like, hey, you think I could test and try to make that money? I was young. I was trying to get that money.
That's right.
So yeah, they ended up testing me, man, and I passed it. So I go out there, and I mean, I'm new to welding out there
Right.
in the field. It's different. It's completely different in the shop. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I go out there in the field, and I weld in supports and guides and all that, and I'm having a kind of a hard time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there goes the other welders. You got to ask questions. You can't be afraid to ask questions. It's
That's
gonna
right.
help you out a lot.
You got to
So
find the
I'll
mold
ask,
heads for sure.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll ask them, how you do this, how you do that. So they'll tell me, oh, you're gonna do it like this and like that. So man, I always been the one that if I don't know something, I'm gonna ask a question. It's
Yes,
the
sir.
best way to keep moving forward.
So let's kind of run down your first job.
Uh,
Where are you currently at right now?
I'm in LaPorte, Texas right now,
Four?
actually.
Good job.
Yeah.
I bet
And
it's
me,
pretty warm down there compared to us. I think we got what? It's about 7 inches of snow on the ground.
oh dang.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
so it's cold out there.
she's melting pretty good today. So
Yeah.
hopefully don't freeze all back over.
It's still hot over here in Texas, man.
Oh, I bet.
Still
Yeah,
hot.
I did like 7 years down in West Texas.
Oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, I'm
How'd you
originally
like that?
the money was good.
Yeah, the money was good, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of rattlesnakes though.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't think anybody likes rattlesnakes.
No. What motivates you on a day-to-day basis?
Man, so I wake up every day for my family, man. I'm pretty sure that's what everybody, if you don't have a family, you have something you wake up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wake up for my family and I try to show them the way that hard working, you know what I mean? What
Right.
hard working is. So I wake up early in the morning, and do it for them.
Yeah. So myself included, I got a wife and I got 3 kids right now.
Okay.
So I definitely feel you. It's
Yeah.
there ain't no laying in bed when that alarm goes off. It's time to
Yeah,
get up,
man.
put them boots
And
on, and go make that money.
we're gonna make that money. And sometimes, it's whether you're out of town, it's sometimes you
Mhm.
gotta leave your family, man. But that gives you something to motivate yourself, man, to go out of town and you're providing for them and you're thinking of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever
I
gets the
know.
job done.
I know a lot of young welders, they don't really see that side of it. We say
Yeah,
these TikToks and
yeah,
everything, man, it looks awesome, but then
yep,
you start missing funerals and weddings and birthdays, and
there you go.
I mean, there's way more to it.
Yep.
I'm sure just like me, I've missed a lot of birthdays that I ain't ever gonna get back.
Never gonna get that back, man.
Yep.
You never. And
Yeah.
then yeah, all these young welders, I mean, yeah, they see TikTok and they see all this, but man, it's a lot to it. Honestly, it's a lot to it. It's not just going in there or making a video, man. It's a lot of work. Especially, some of these welds, they're really hard, real tight spots and stuff like that. So it just gets challenging every time. And all you gotta do is just get better, man.
Right.
Just get better.
Yeah, I'm sure you can attest to this also that when uh when you're out there practicing, you're just trying to get it figured out and you
Yeah.
finally get it halfway looking good.
Yep.
Then you look back 2 or 3 years later and you're up against a wall and a mirror.
Yeah. So
This
now
weld looks better than my practice welds did when I
yeah,
was trying to make it.
yeah, man. And
So
that's what comes tricky right there with a mirror.
yeah.
It's a whole different ball game right there.
Yeah. So what is your preferred method of welding then?
Yeah, well, I like TIGging and sticking pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done MIG before, but I really kind of stay away from that.
Right.
Yeah, so all I do is pretty much is TIG and stick.
What's the hardest weld you think you've had to make?
They put me on this shutdown, this turnaround they're having over here at this job, and it's the same company, but they're having it on the live side, and
Hmm.
maybe like the first couple of days it was real easy, a little 4 inch, a little 3 inch,
Hmm.
but then they put me on a nozzle. It was I want to say it was a 8 inch nozzle, and it was Inconel.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm talking about the nozzle, man. It was low to the ground, nothing but other nozzles all around it. And that's when
Yeah.
I had to bring out the mirror, man. That was one of the hardest welds I made,
Yeah.
honestly. And it makes you think like, man, I was telling one of my buddies, a welder, and whenever I got done with it, and I told him, man, that's actually I wanted to quit right there, and
Yeah.
I just wanted to quit, man. But I
Yeah.
just let everything down, and I took a walk, man. Sometimes you got to
Yeah.
walk it out, and think about stuff, and then go
Yeah.
back to it and get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of people don't have never even welded on Inconel. So
Yeah, it's
just to even get
tricky,
that
man.
opportunity, when they call you to come weld on a piece of Inco, you know that
Yeah,
you better make it right the first shot. It costs
yeah,
a lot of money to fix that one.
yep, it does.
Yeah.
And man, so that was pretty much the one of the hardest welds, and man, and they were doing a PT on it, and I was like, man, I hope it's okay. I hope it's good. I
Yeah.
hope it's good. And everything passed, man. So I was like, ooh. But that was one of the hardest welds I made, man. It was crazy.
So what advice would you give your younger self looking back now?
Stay in school and try to get a degree and like maybe this field, but to like be inside, you know what I mean? Be in the
Right.
office and
Yeah.
not be out here in the field, not be inhaling all these metals and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I just saw the other day that blue collar workers do more higher level math on average than like
Oh yeah.
finance. I think finance was the only one that actually beat us as
Oh,
far
beat
as
us, yeah.
that. Yeah. So
Okay.
everybody else, doctors, lawyers, everybody, blue collar trades got to beat. So everybody
Yeah,
just assumes that we're the C students that or the D students that ever didn't want to do nothing, and
yeah, there you go.
just because we didn't like school doesn't mean that we're dumb.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
it takes a sharp mind and a strong back to
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
make it out in the blue collar industry. So
Yeah, for sure.
anybody can run a shovel, but it takes a lot more to space pipe and do
Yep.
takeoffs and rolling
Do all
off
kinds of
sets.
math on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a huge misconception that most people have that welders are just dumb and they can't do nothing but weld.
Yeah, yeah.
If they saw our doodles and our notepads, they'd lose
Yep.
it. So
Hey, they all he's lazy, the welders are lazy,
yeah,
all they do
yeah,
is weld, that's it.
that's it. Yeah, yeah,
Crazy,
no
man.
joke. They don't know how long it took us to master a skill.
There you go.
One of
And I always say, man, we got pretty much the hardest job, honestly, because if you think about it, we got to take a test to get in the job. Once you take that test, get in the job, you still don't have the job yet. You
right,
still got to do your production shots, and once you pass that, it's you still not guaranteed a job.
right.
Every day you go in there, every day you burn metal, every day you strike an arc, your job's on the line.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
I can remember having those conversations. I started pipeline when I was like 19 years old.
uh,
Everybody just absolutely hated me because I was the youngest pipeline welder out there
yeah,
anyway. But whatever.
yeah,
So
that's how it is.
that's how it is. So I can remember going to a job. I was probably like 20. I drove like 8 hours, took my test, passed my test, and I was
Okay,
welding beside another welder who kind of took me under his wing, and an
okay.
operator walked by and welders, lazy, don't ever want to do nothing, prima donnas, always cocky. I'm like, dude, I just drove 8 hours to maybe have a job.
Yeah, yeah,
you, just
yeah.
you drove 8 hours to go sit in the track hoe.
There you go.
You know, I I
You're
definitely have a lot
guaranteed
more
a
riding
job.
on
You know what I
this.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna let you screw something up before they fire
There
you.
you
They're
go.
not gonna screw something up before they hire me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Anthony, so one of the things I like to ask people is if they got any good books that they'd like to recommend. So as a blue collar worker myself, I really wasn't involved in a whole lot of books. It's not something that really scratched my brain, but just in the last couple of years, I've really started picking some up. So I always like to ask people if they got anything that they recommend.
There's one that I did a while back. I think it was called How to Be a Millionaire. I had bought it because everybody was talking about it, so I
Mhm.
wanted to see what the fuss was about. So
Yeah,
yeah, How to Be a Millionaire, man.
that's
I'm pretty
right.
sure it's a good book.
Being you're a man of color, how do you find it out in the workforce? You think it's pretty welcoming now, or do you think
Um,
it's still a pretty hard game out there?
Man, honestly, it's pretty a hard game out here still. I'm trying to see if
Yeah,
Dustin. You just got to go out there and don't even mind people, talking, disrespecting you. Just focus on your work. Just go out there and do what you got to do. Just focus on yourself and just show them what you're about, and they'll see.
if you can show them with your hands and make that weld,
It doesn't matter what color you are. You just go inside that job. And if you're new to the job, you know what I'm saying? So like
right?
everybody's gonna be talking, oh, that new welder this, that new welder this. And man, just don't pay mind to that. Just
Right.
go in there, make your two production shots, and everything they're gonna see. The QCs are gonna see, okay, he's a good welder.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so just don't pay attention to no negativity. Just do you keep your head on a swivel at all times, and just um just stay focused. That's it.
that's right. Yeah. Awesome, Anthony. Hey, I appreciate you taking your time out of the day.
Yes,
And
sir.
we'll definitely keep an eye on you. Keep
Okay.
those Instagrams pop up, dude. Really enjoy
Yeah, yeah.
watching.
Okay,
So,
I got you. Thank you.
yes, sir. Hey,
All
you
right,
have a
Colton.
great day and
Yes, sir.
keep it burning, bud.
You too, Colton. All right,
Yes,
thank you.
sir. Have a good one.
You too.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to see more of this, make sure you like and subscribe, follow along. Go check out their Instagram and TikTok. Go show your support.